I swear to God, there's a bit of an incident at the end of these S's pretty much every time I come through them. Yep, there it is. Ice cold. Hello lads, and welcome back to Carnage Creator Studio Home Edition 2018. Gonna pull off to the side. Oh, I've got the Jag, what's it called, xkr-s from the specialty dealer. I've got to say it's not going to be a lobby-winning car. Well, I don't know. Maybe I just need to find the right tune for it. For this race, I had a power tune because, well, the track just has straights. That's it, straights and 4 corners. So we are going to be wanting to go a little fast, aren't we? I think we are. So I've got a Plymouth off wide. Now you're going to see the power of this car as we slowly start to gain on the guy in front. I've never done this configuration of this track before, I don't believe. So I wasn't really sure on my braking point, but we have nailed it. We've got a police car off to the left, so we're going to capitalise on that. Now, you see this guy in the blue thing up here? Well, he's going to be a bit of fun, isn't he? God, this game, guys, I think I say that in every video, just this game. So, on the back of the blue guy, and what kind of Ferrari is that? I think it's a 360. Yeah, there is a 360 in the lead. Now, Wheelie R Rusco. One thing I do have, like, you know, some people in life, they grow up wanting to be a fireman. Some people want to be an astronaut. Some people want to be a footballer. Some people want to be a race car driver. Wheelie Rusco here basically wants to be a paedophile when he grows up. So if you know him and you have children, I'd make sure you keep them away from him, because they are in danger, and well, he is a danger to society. I think he should have to at least sign on to the Rammer Offenders Register, as should that guy in the police car, as well as the Sex Offenders Register. So we're gonna try and get him again here, aren't we? Up the inside of the Corvette, Wheelie Rusco, he's gonna go wide. So that is me slipping up past him. Now I just had this weird feeling that he was gonna try and ram me again, so I get on the brakes way too early. And this guy is an absolute moron. So, well, we're back up into second, aren't we? But we've lost almost 1,000 feet on Mongo Morris up ahead because of a child molester. So, well, this car only just came out in the specialty dealer today. So, well, sorry, yesterday by the time this video is posted. So I'm going to see what I can do to close this 1,000-foot gap. It's going to be an even bigger gap now, though. So at the end of lap number 4, I'd had closed the gap a bit, but look what we have here. I don't know why he's waiting for me, and that basically makes me completely miss my brake point once I see him. It was like seeing a ghost, literally. He goes for the ram. I don't know why he was waiting for me. I think he just doesn't have any brain cells and thinks that I rammed him earlier. But that is the biggest load of rubbish, because I haven't touched him. No, he's gonna go for this move. He's gonna end up worse off with that one though. Well, I can't believe he wasted 5 minutes of his life doing this, you know. I really think the guy needs to get a life. Or a girlfriend, or a hobby, because, well, playing Xbox isn't a hobby, because he clearly takes it way too seriously. I suppose in the last, well, the video before last that I uploaded, I did have a vendetta against someone who rammed me, but he had actually rammed me. So, coming up to the penultimate corner of the last lap. I don't know how that guy has so much speed, but look what we have here. Yes. A blue shadow, ominous in the distance, and that's going to make me do it again. That's all it takes to make me miss my braking point. So, our friend has gone by, but he's not done with me, is he? I don't know. I don't know what this guy's problem is. I mean, if he actually has a problem, you know, you can send me a message if he wants, you know. I probably won't reply though, because you're a dick. So, Watkins Glen. Let's see what kind of mayhem is going to happen here. Quite a lot. I was going to try and... I was going to say I was going to pull over to let everyone go past, but I'm in dead last. That tends to happen when you've just joined a new lobby. I had to leave the last lobby, didn't I? Because that guy was an absolute knob. So, round 1, round 2, round 3, up into 15th. 14th now. Don't know how that happened. Coming through the S's, I swear to God there's a bit of an incident at the end of these S's. Pretty much every time I come through them. Yep, there it is. I'm going to manage to slip through it again. I don't know how. Right. Did this happen in my last video, or is it going to happen in my next video? I can't tell. I have so many videos that I haven't uploaded for you yet. The video bank is, you know, I'm like the Blockbusters of motor racing right now. Apart from not Blockbusters, because they went bankrupt and closed. So I don't want to be Blockbusters. I don't even think there are any video shops in the UK anymore, are there? I don't know. There used to be Choices back in the day, about 7 years ago, but they went bust. But anyway, who cares? All you need to know is I have got a lot of videos. So I kept with the power tune on this car that I had at Road Atlanta. So it should have been good in a straight line, but it was absolutely shocking on the brakes and around the corners. See, all I can do is park it on the apex, and I'm still, look how slow it is going around a corner. But I am going to get overtaken, and this guy is also going to chuck one up the inside. Fair play, fair move, you know. This car is crap round the corners. I did change the tune for the next race though, so it was alright in the corners. Wasn't as bad as this anyway. I can't even remember what track we did next. So on the brakes, just about make a bit of contact with Homo Dick. Oh, Nomadic. I thought it said Homo Dick. I was like, mate, what kind of name is that? Ugh. So coming through the S's, power tune, so I am slowly going to start to reel the guys back in on the straight, but jumping forward, all I could really do was keep up. I didn't really close the gap at all. It's very, very hard going. Like, I thought this track was a very power orientated track, but after trying a power tune and really struggling to keep up with anyone else, I don't think this track is a power track anymore. I don't know. I'm going to be able to chuck one up the inside of the Viper though. Like, the problem with having a power tune, well, no, sorry, it's the problem with me in this game, you know. I'm still playing on a PS3 controller, so I can't use manual with clutch. And I've got skinny thumbs, so I can't press 2 buttons at the same time. I mean, they're not that skinny, like, you know, I'll do a hand reveal one day, if you're lucky. If you're lucky. Well, there's loads of videos of my hands on my YouTube, like when I used to use my steering wheel on a Assetto Corsa. I'll do a foot reveal one day though, if you're very lucky. So fingers crossed for you. It depends if you're feeling lucky, you know. You can see my feet if you like, you know. I'll wear my favourite shoes for it and everything. I'm a big Nike Air Max fan. Big fan. It's basically the only shoe I have bought for the past 10 years. So yeah. So this corner on Watkins Glen, it used to have like a grey strip going around it, like a grey strip of concrete that was kind of the racing line that you could follow. Not only did it used to be there on Forza, it was there on, well, pretty much every racing game. This track, now I mention that, just looking at the floor, it is really undetailed. I have no idea why that is. I think there's a setting on this game to make the track less detailed, just to save on a bit of GPU power. So I'm going to check that in a bit. So coming across the line, well, the race kind of fizzled out really. I was just trying to defend to that NSX the whole way, and my lap time was 2 seconds off the Honda S2000. We're setting the same lap time as the other top 6 people, so you know, fairly happy with that. So let's see what goes on here. Silverstone, pulling over, letting everyone go past, as you do. Like, you know, especially when I know I've got a car that isn't going to be able to get a win, I just go for the overtake challenge, you know. That's all I really need in life. Anyway, I'm a simple guy. It's more fun being at the back. You can see all this absolute destruction and doom. So we've gone from the back up to, well, 8th already. What's that in front? A Nissan? No, is it a Datsun? I can't remember what they're called. I used to know, back in the glory days. So hooking up the late apex, we are up the inside or outside of the Datsun, Nissan. I think Datsun were a company owned by Nissan anyway. I might be completely talking out my arse, but it doesn't matter too much. So he's going to come back at me here because I have changed from my power tune, and he's just going to nudge me, you know. If you can't stay on your own line, buddy, then, you know, like, go away, basically. That's it. These guys have a massive coming together, and that is going to slip me straight up into P4. Would you look at that? Getting on the brakes, I do feel like I could have got on the brakes a teeny bit later for that corner. Ferrari off to the left, so that's going to be a free position. Now, coming along the straight, we have got 300 feet on the guy behind, and we're going to jump to lap number 3 here. And as with what always happens, this guy's just going to spook me. I'm going to completely miss my brake point. So the NSX is going to slip past. It's a free position for him, but he's not going to be getting that free position that easily. Let me tell you something. So let's see what we can do to get it back. Perfect turn there. Look at that. I swear I hardly ever get perfect turn on this game. Oh, and another 2 in a row. Can we make it 3? Can we make it 3? I'd call that a pretty perfect turn. Good turn? What are you on about? What was wrong with it? Maybe I turned in a little too early. I'm not sure. If I did that, it was nothing too bad. So, standing on the brakes, I almost get on them too late. But we're still with him. That has lost me a bit of time though. I didn't take the best line through. I'm not Googling the corner names. One day I will, if anyone really cares that much. Is this cops? This ain't cops. So we're gaining a bit on him though here. I think you can't really tell because this game does the distance away you are from someone in feet rather than time, which is a bit weird. No one does that in racing. Not even any other game does that in racing, but you know, because it doesn't really work because of the concertina effect. So, you know, whatever. We are gaining on him though here. We're just going to have to get on the back of him as much as we can. Try and scare him. And, well, we've scared him a bit. He takes a little bit of a grass line. And that is going to put me right onto the back of him. I'm going to tuck into the slipstream. Just tuck in there. And I'm going to go for the move. I'm going to chuck one in. I'm on the brakes just a little late. If I had gone on the brakes a second earlier, I would have been able to keep the car on the racing line and stopped him from going for that cutback. That was really quite an amateur dive bomb of me there. Highly amateur. But that is going to make him feel the pressure though. We are going to have a good race here. Well, me and Monty here, we were having a pretty good race for quite a while, I reckon. The guy behind is still a bit of a worry. Now I've got the dive bomb done there. I'm just going to throw one in and make sure I keep it on the apex. So if he wanted that position back, he would have had to go the long way. I'm going to do the same again here because he is still very close. I think he might have been using the racing braking line assist thing, and it was telling him to brake way too early for those that last corner that we just went round, or 2-corner duplex, I don't know. So jumping to the last S. I used to know what these corners were called. I just don't really care. So hugging the apex, just making sure he can't slip one up the inside, and look how close we are still. 40 feet in it. 50 now. And that is going to bring us across the line for a P3, and that is going to bring us to the end of the video, guys. So thank you very, very, very much for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.